CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Havana calling. CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Radio Havana calling all shortwave listeners and radio amateurs. Welcome to... DXers Unlimited, Radio Havana's weekly feature dedicated to the fascinating world of radio communications.
Hola, amigos aficionados all around the world. This is Havana, Cuba. Welcome to the middle of the week edition of your favorite Radio Happy program. Yes, this is DXers Unlimited. I'm your host, Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK. And here's our first topic of the day. A very simple, easy to assemble or put up wire antenna that has proven to work very well despite its low cost and simplicity. If you use the metric system of measurements, follow the data I will now supply to you. The overall length of the single wire antenna is 10.6 meters, 10 meters and 60 centimeters, but it will add now that the actual overall length is not critical at all. It can be a little shorter, a little longer. The antenna will work quite well using an overall length as short as 10 meters and as long as 11 meters, but even with those parameters. This antenna is fed at one end, and it can be installed horizontally, or better yet, in a moderately sloping configuration, with the feed end located at the higher side above the surrounding terrain. If there is an actual secret that explains why this simple wire antenna works so well within the frequency range from 6 to 30 megahertz, is that it works. You heard it right. It works fine on a 5-to-1 frequency ratio from 6 to 30 megahertz because it makes use of a broadband 9-to-1 transformer to feed it. This broadband device can be built using a ferrite rod or a ferrite ring toroid, or it can be bought from a commercial supplier. As a matter of fact, the 10.5 meters long wire antenna has become extremely popular among amateur radio operators and children listeners that operate portable or that at home have very little horizontal space where to install a wire antenna in the roof. The 9-to-1 broadband transformer is connected to a 50 ohms coaxial cable that runs to your receiving or transmitting equipment for use. Now, one additional bit of information about this antenna. This antenna must be used with a wide-band antenna tuner, capable of handling a wide range of feed-line impedances, and it does need a counterpoise or artificial round wire connected to the mounting device. I do recommend using the shortest possible feed-line range to keep losses at low values and the lowest loss coaxial cable possible, like the RG213 for powers up to 200 watts. This antenna system works well on all bands tested so far, although it doesn't match the performance of a large-size wire horizontal dipole or a 2 or 3 element jack, of course, but it certainly is a very good compromise antenna that has helped many radio amateurs and shortwave listeners around the world to enjoy the benefits of using an external antenna. While these wires work fine as a sloper with the transformer at or near ground level, it works better if you can install it horizontally or sloping downward, as explained earlier, with the transformer up at the highest point of the antenna. Now stand by for a few seconds. I will be back with you after a short musical interval here at Radio Havana Cuba. Amigos, yes, my friends, this is Radio Havana Cuba, and here is now our next Radio Havana related item, a compilation of the latest solar flux forecast. The latest forecast has solar flux hovering around 70 units, that's very low values, as the solar cycle number 24, continues its downward slope toward its head. I have not heard about the first possible reverse magnetic pattern sunspot region that may be seen on the distant one of solar cycle 25. Not seen yet. And you can check the daily solar flux figures by browsing the several internet sites that provide them on a daily basis. And now here's one of DXers Unlimited's most popular sections. You have questions, and your amigo Arnie Coro here in downtown Havana, yours truly, tries to answer them as soon as possible. Today's question came from several listeners that have obviously become interested in the software-defined radios technology, SDR technology, that now has become quite popular around the world thanks to the availability of much simpler to use software packages that are free and combined with plug-in devices that connect via the USB slot to computers. Listener Albert told me that finally he was able to receive signals using a USB dongle that sells for a rather low price and using freeware compatible with his Linux operating system machine. He also is aware that SDR, software-defined radio complete radios, are now sold, and some of them at rather reasonable prices. Others are expensive. The answer to amigo Albert you are right. This topic of this SDR is trending topic in today's radio publications, and it seems to be that soon we will use more and more radios in which at least part of them may be an SDR module built in that will not require the use of a separate computer with the radio. But let me add that the need for proper input filtering of signals with proper designed networks is essential if you really want to have a high-performance piece of equipment. Input filtering networks require complex switching and high-quality components. You need high-quality parts as well as proper factory tuning adjustments with proper instruments. My good friend Virgilio, CO3BT, Charlie Oscar 3, Victor Tango, Charlie Oscar 3, Victor Tango is a Cuban radio amateur living in Mayabeque province, has in daily use an SDR homebrew transceiver hybrid that uses the tail end of a Yeso Classic FT101 from yesteryears as the tail end of the transmitting module. At CO2KK, my own amateur radio station here in Havana, I'm using an ultra-simple SDR receiver based on the design. It's a receiver only, based on the design published by Eco Alpha QRP Club of Spain a number of years ago, proving that along with very simple SDR software packages, it plays very well with an old laptop machine, really old machine, early laptop, works very well with that SDR program, very simple. And now more radio related information coming to you. Well, Cuban radio amateurs are now getting ready for the National Meteoro 2018, the annual emergency drill that this year will be celebrating its 32nd anniversary. Something to be commended, because running the Meteoro's emergency drills just before the start-up of the annual tropical hurricane season every year has helped a lot to prepare amateur radio operators to have radios, antennas, and emergency power sources ready and tested. I still remember the very early Alma hurricane that struck western Cuba and our capital city in particular early in June. This was way back in 1966, a few weeks before the Federación de Radio Aficionados de Cuba, the Cuban Amateur Radio Federation, was founded. See, amigos, yes, my friends, we mes amigos, keeping a fully operational module ready to be deployed in an emergency is a very good thing to keep at hand. Some emergencies like heavy rain, floods, hurricanes give you some leeway to get things ready for action. But unfortunately, other emergencies like a water reservoir, dam breaking up, or an earthquake just happen, and at that moment it's not the time to start looking for a fully charged battery or attempting to find the proper antenna connector that fits the portable Yagi 42-meter handy from the amigos. As we talk about batteries, my advice is to keep at least one car battery fully charged once the hurricane season starts at your location. This can be done using a well-designed and built floating charger that just fits the stationary battery with enough current to keep it at top charge every time. Small motorcycle batteries or computer UPS units are also very useful because they are lighter in weight and can form part of a portable emergency station setup like mine. The big 40, 50, or even 70 or 100 ampere hours car batteries, while operating from your home location with the power down, are very difficult to move. They weigh a lot, but they are very useful and long-lasting charge. Some utility power companies will disconnect the electricity distribution systems when winds exceed a certain speed. It was has become a very sound practice that reduces damages and possible loss of life. But that then requires the amateur emergency stations located to have ready the emergency power. By the way, the standard here for the Unión Eléctrica, our Cuban utility, is to disconnect the 13 kilovolts distribution circuits, the overhead lines, as soon as the wind velocity reaches around 80 kilometers per hour. More about batteries that play a very important, a vital role just before the tropical storms arrive and take care of providing energy to the communications equipment as long as the emergency lasts. Here comes a warning. Never attempt to recharge a car battery while running the engine inside a closed garage, because you may fall as yet another victim of carbon monoxide poisoning. Also keep the fuel for your emergency generators at a safe location, and never ever refuel while the generator is running. The use of extremely valuable radio frequency spectrum by the world's several millions of amateur radio operators is a result of the great, important, vital community services provided by us, volunteer ham radio enthusiasts, operating from more than 185 countries around the world. And now, amigos, at the end of the show, here is an update about how frequency propagation emissions will continue to be poor, and now with the added negative impact of a high increase in background static crashes due to a very active thunderstorm season. Was an early started, it's very active thunderstorm season at night. Lower frequencies are plagued with background static crashes of high intensity. Send your signal reports and comments to info.rhc@enet.cu. Again, info.rhc@enet.cu, or via mail to Arnie Coro, Radio Havana Cuba, Havana, Cuba. And I will be waiting for you for the weekend edition on the air Sunday UTC and Monday UTC day, just after the top of the hour news. Until then, amigos.
And that's all for today. This is Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, your host here at Radio Havana's DXers Unlimited, saying 73 and very good DX.
Thanks, Arnie. Arnie Coro with DXers Unlimited. Well, it's time now for our culture report.